Hi, it's Meredith. I'm here with our message for Wednesday, Wednesday the 12th of August. Yeah, we're using Modern Witch Tarot for our message today, and we have our questions. I'm really starting to like these. Okay, our first is, and I'm loving your answers. Thank you for those of you taking a moment to share your answers. Deeply appreciated. I love them. Okay, our first is, what are you grateful to your parents for? Wow. They're dreamers. My parents are dreamers. And it didn't matter what scrap of paper was handy. If it was a paper plate even, they would sketch or draw something out or write something out, and then they would go do it. They would get it done. They still do that today. So I'm definitely grateful for that because it inspired the same in me. And their humor. My gosh, they're some of the funniest people I know. And as they age, they don't even know they're funny. Okay. Next one. Do you usually follow your heart or your head? Both. Both. There's a nice combo going on there now. There's a good bridge between head and heart at this age and stage of development in my world. Though I would say younger days, definitely following my head, but wanting to follow my heart. That's a tricky thing there. Okay, answer up, folks. I'm loving what you have to say. Share it if it's in your heart to do so. Let's get into our reading. We have 3 cards off the bottom of the deck. Have to tell you, while shuffling, I just got an odd vibe off the cards. I knew I wanted to use this deck, but the vibe is just a little bit odd. So I've got excited anticipation for what we're going to turn over. Our first is 7 of Wands. Well, you know we're going to start with the fact that it's a 7, and this is heaven touching earth within us. And this card is traditionally shown as a defensive card. And I like to bring attention to the fact that we've got the 1 wand here, but the 6 wands out here. And I like to recall that the 6 of Wands is victory, success, achievement, notoriety, noticing something within yourself and celebrating that. And it's the Wheel of the Year Tarot, which we actually used yesterday, where I saw a different meaning off this card, or was inspired to share a different meaning off this card. In the Wheel of the Year deck, the people on the card are stacking sandbags against a flood. And the feeling I got when I saw that was, it's better to allow the water to flow in, because it's going to leave all kinds of nutrients when it recedes. It's really going to enrich the field. So my feeling now when I look at the 7 of Wands is, what are we defending against? And would it be better for us to allow what's coming out of these 6 wands to flow in? So consider that on the 7 of Wands today. Are you being defensive is a great question. Have you gone into some sort of stony silence, become an immovable force temporarily over something that's unfolding in your world? Could you loosen up with something and allow heaven to touch earth within you? Great card, great questions. Coming with it is the Hermit. And maybe you need a little bit of solitude to figure that out. Potentially. The Hermit, it's about enlightenment, this card, and a quest beckons. So it's possible that we have consideration for going deeper into a quest with the Hermit's presence, and we may feel some resistance from the ego about going further, and actually holding back some of our joy, victory, success. Consider it. Let's see what it connects to. We're back to the Lovers. I think this card, has it shown up each day this week? regardless, it's been a frequent flyer here on the tarot table, and it's about choice and decision. So let's come back to the 7. Ooh, let's come back to our question out of the Know Yourself book. Are you in your head or your heart? Which do you usually follow? The Lover's card will have you at its core following your heart, but there may be some defensiveness. There may be some, wow, the word I hear is aggression. We might be feeling aggressive about something, and knowing, you know, we got to tone that down, or we're going to hurl 7 wands in some direction, right? So get into some quiet and enlightened space to make choice and decision. Work through your emotional beingness, and, you know, let those waves roll through, and come to peace within your own self. Come to grace, come to ease. Take several breaths, take a walk, and yeah, my guides are saying walk it off. Walk off your decision-making process. So the Lovers is all about harmonizing within self-relationship. And something may have upset the apple cart. That's fine. It'll readjust. Go with the flow, because there's something on the wave. If your apple cart's been upset, there's something on the wave of that that's valuable to you, and in your quiet, enlightened, soulful self, it will occur to you. I also feel do research on this when I'm looking at the Hermit today. Do research, as in you need a little bit more education in what you are considering in terms of decision making once you get over defensiveness and a little bit of aggression going on there. All right, let's see what's next. Ooh, our sweet 9 of Cups, one of my favorites. That's the Ace of Cups to the power of 9, and this is something fulfilling in your life. And the 9 of Cups, I remind you all so often when it's turned over in our readings, you know, that there's a whimsical attitude about this card. Like, ooh, a wish is being granted today. You know, you picked up the genie's lamp, rubbed it, and bang, you've got a wish, right? I don't see this card that way. This card is a result of your energy investment, and it's the Ace of Cups overflowing into your life 9 times over with pure, raw, loving bliss, happiness, and joy. And you created this. You earned this. You made this happen. So it's not so much a random happenstance. It's a result of how you invest your energy and how you show up as a soulful being. Beautiful. So take a moment with this card and celebrate yourself, because you're the one making this kind of fulfillment happen. And, you know, that's a recurrent message in recent days. We've been having that message over and over. You are the architect. You are creating all this goodness that we've been turning over in these cards. 2 days in a row, I've labeled the readings the best reading ever. And you're at the heart of that, the Lover's card. Coming with our 9 of Cups, 5 of Wands. Yeah, here's the odd that I was feeling. The 7 of Wands, the 5 of Wands. The 5 of Wands is, it's a petty inner debate. And it's what could be fueling the defensiveness on the 7. So we're wrestling with something, and we're passionate about it because it's in this suit. And the feeling I have coming off these cards is that we're going to need to get creative about how we bring resolution to whatever it is that is being turned over and over on the millstone of our mind here. So what is it? You have the 9 of Cups with all this loving bliss. You have the Lovers, you have the Hermit with enlightenment and a deepening, broadening quest. So what is vexing us? What's left over? What's waving up right now that wants to throw or sling some mud on the goodness? And let's not even go after that in a judgmental way. It could simply be that as we go deeper into having faith and trust for our own selves and all the goodness that we have created for ourselves, we just may be hearing an old tape loop out of the ego with its but what ifs and remember whens. Remember when I took that leap of faith back in 1984 and splat? You know, are you going to live back in 1984 or are you going to live today? See, this is what the ego could be doing. It could bringing up some stuff that's causing a little bit of discord between head and heart. So let's bring them together harmoniously. Lover's card again. Be enlightened enough to do that, Hermit. Yeah, because look, now we have the Ten of Cups. Gosh, this card loves us. So do the tens lately. I mean, this is a pinnacle moment card. This is huge. It's one of the happiest cards in tarot. And we have progression here. So what I'm seeing is that we get over whatever this is that's popping up. I actually feel that that 10 is a bit like an epiphany today. Or it's one of those, I'm letting go of the rope. I am no longer participating in this tug of war. I am setting the rope down because I've got this. No more petty inner arguments over it. I love you, ego. Thank you so much for being who you are and doing what you do, but there's no need for you to rise up here. Yeah, that thing in 1984 was a crap storm, but we survived, and look at us now, right? 9 and 10 of Cups. Hello. Coming with our 10. Yeah. And there it is. It's the Emperor right next to the 10 because that's the kind of wisdom, heart, reason, logic that we can bring to these 5 and 7 moments so that we get back in our heart. We gather ourselves, Hermit, and we take a look at what's really here on the foundation and how we put it here. An Emperor masterfully knows how to do that. He's all 4 kings rolled into one. He's the father of the tarot, and he's wise, kind, generous, humorous, at ease, patient, allowing, accepting. There is the energy atmosphere that we can relax in. So pull up your favorite throne, get right with yourself, and bring some peace and some ease to your 5 and your 7. And recognize that that 7 could really be holding off the victory and success of the 6. So our aggressive ego, our vulture thought, the hamster wheel, whatever it is, we can bring some peace to it through our Emperor qualities. Coming next, aw, sweet. A king right next to the Emperor. Fantastic. The King of Cups. I love that it's the King of Cups because it continues the progression in the suit of cups that are showing on the table. And we reach the height of the suit here with the King as well. So, the King's message is a healing of the heart. You know he's holding the Ace of Cups. We have a lot of Ace of Cups energy showing here, and we have had that for weeks. This is the energy to lean into. The Emperor's energy is the energy to lean into. You know, you've got some passionate, creative fire on your 5 and your 7, but it's unstable. And, you know, 5s are unstable, but it's a good thing that they are because that instability rocks our boat, rocks our foundation, and brings our attention to what requires our attention. So then we have the ultimate in fire with the Emperor. He is Aries energy, period. He is fantastic fire, this one. He's direct. He's not going to mess around. He's going to see these 7 wands and say, hey, great kindling. Let's burn that shit up, right? So King of Cups brings the heart energy to the reading. It's a healing of the heart, and it puts us in our feeling realm in a very stable way. So we're grateful for our 5. We're grateful for our 7. We're really glad the Emperor knows how to kindle a fire. And then we have the ability to be emotionally awake, aware, stable, intelligent, emotionally intelligent, and emotionally intimate with our own selves. We get to the heart of the matter, Lover's card again, and we bring stability and healing to that. Yeah, nice. 10 of Wands, another 10 in the reading for us. Goodness, these 10s. So here it is, collectively speaking. Now we've got the 5, the 7, and the 10. So we've reached the pinnacle in that suit too. It's going to reset to Ace over here. So we've brought something to a close. We got ourselves together. We're glad we're deeper in the quest here. We're our 9, we are our 10, and we are our Emperor King. We've stabilized through the day. So be prepared for the foundation to rock a bit, but it's going to rock out of your own your own ego. I was just thinking of the ego as a superhero with this amazing memory. That's the ego's superpower, is memory. It remembers everything. Especially the things that we lived with regret with for a while until we harmonized that. So 10 of Wands, we're going to set it down. Here's some more kindling for the fire. That's the feeling I have here. We are going to burn up all that stuff that we took off the foundation recently. We saw it with the High Priestess and the Death card, and we're going to have a little bonfire with it. It's beautiful. Completion, fulfillment. Completion, fulfillment here in the 10 of Cups, but it's an overflowing fulfillment of happiness and satisfaction. And within that happiness and satisfaction comes miraculous alignment with the divine. And there is surprise and delight in that card because the universe has its hand on it, and it's always going to bring way more than we dreamed of. All right, next, another king. Look at this. You know, harmony between head and heart seems to be the theme of the reading. And we have it. We have the King of Swords holding the Ace of Swords, which is brilliant clarity and everlasting strength. It's discernment, it's decisiveness, and we get there. And it's beautiful. We achieve that. And you know, my feeling is we don't linger so much in the realm of instability and uncertainty. I feel like we come to harmony in that and allow for the fact that some things are uncertain and some things are unstable. And they have their wave too. They will come to peace as well. And the Emperor right there in the center of the reading, he is completely in acceptance of that. Now coming with our King is the Eight of Swords. I feel that this is the liberation that we gift ourselves with today, because whatever it is we're tangling with on our 5 and our 7 and even potentially our 10 of Wands, we really do bring it to peace, and we set ourselves free of the mental trap. So find a little bit of solitude, do what it takes to be in full presence with your own soulful self. Make your decision into your 9, 10, Emperor, King of Cups. And follow your heart. Yeah, you might be remembering some stuff that went on an eon ago, but is that helpful? Okay, angel answers. Ask a question if you have one. Queries, confirmations. Peaceful resolution. We achieved that. Emperor. We have forgiveness. That may be required for you. Do some good old-fashioned ho'oponopono on whatever is showing up with your 5 and your 7 and your 10 of Wands. The situation will improve. Yes, it will. In your masterful hands, it will. And then, perfect timing. That's all the blessing rolling in from the 9 and the 10 of Cups. Yeah, it's arriving right on time. No clocks require punching for this. All right, we're going to go back to... oh my goodness. The universe has your back for an affirmation card. My faith has the power to turn trauma into healing. Yes, we're watching that right here in the cards. Conflict into growth and fear into love. Yes. Beautiful. That's exactly what we're doing there. Thank you, Emperor, for showing up and inspiring us to do just that. Have a beautiful day today, everyone. Peace, happiness, joy. Namaste.